If you're close to retirement or already retired, making smart distributions from your 401k and IRA is key to minimizing your taxes. If you don't plan your withdrawals carefully, you could be hit with higher taxes than necessary, eroding the value of your savings. And in today's climate, it's more important than ever to make sure you keep more of your hard-earned money. The good news is, with the right strategy, you can make your distributions in a way that minimizes your tax bill and keeps your wealth protected. I'll walk you through how to avoid the most common pitfalls and share actionable strategies that could save you thousands. But before we dive in, if you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, click the first link in the description for a free guide that thousands of Americans are using to explore gold IRAs, an excellent option to protect your retirement savings and diversify your portfolio. Now, let's talk about your 401k and IRA withdrawals. One of the biggest mistakes people make is withdrawing too much too soon. The IRS taxes these distributions as ordinary income, so pulling a large sum in 1 year could push you into a higher tax bracket. This is especially critical for retirees with larger balances, since the more you withdraw, the higher your tax rate. Instead, consider spreading your withdrawals over multiple years. This can help you avoid jumping into a higher tax bracket. But here's the thing, everyone's tax situation is different, so you'll want to carefully plan these distributions based on your current and expected future tax rates. For those of you who are older, keep in mind the required minimum distributions, or RMDs, that kick in at age 73. If you're in this group, it's important to plan your withdrawals to ensure you're not withdrawing more than the IRS requires, which could unnecessarily increase your taxable income. But even with RMDs, you can manage how and when to take your distributions for the best tax outcome. Another strategy is to take advantage of the tax-free growth opportunities in Roth IRAs. If you've already contributed to a Roth IRA, your qualified withdrawals are tax-free, which makes it an excellent tool for diversifying your retirement income sources. If you haven't yet converted part of your 401k or traditional IRA to a Roth, it might be worth considering, especially if you expect your tax rate to increase in the future. You also want to keep in mind that taking too much from your 401k or IRA too quickly could harm your long-term retirement income. If you withdraw large sums at once, you could end up draining your savings too soon, especially if you live longer than expected. This is where a gold IRA comes into play. If you're concerned about the risks of inflation, market volatility, and higher taxes, a gold IRA could be a great option for diversification. With a gold IRA, your assets are backed by physical gold, which has proven to be a hedge against economic instability. If you're interested in learning why thousands of retirees are adding gold to their portfolios, check out the free guide in the description below. Now back to smart distribution strategies. Consider setting up a systematic withdrawal plan. This means taking out smaller, scheduled amounts from your retirement accounts, rather than trying to guess how much to withdraw each year. It's a much more predictable approach that can prevent you from over-withdrawing and incurring higher taxes. For high net worth retirees like those with 100K or more in savings, or even up to 5 millimeters, these strategies become even more important. The more you have, the more you stand to lose if you don't plan your distributions wisely. And while a lot of retirees stick to the usual 60-40 stock-bond split, adding a gold IRA to the mix can make a huge difference in securing your wealth for the long run. Lastly, if you want to minimize your taxes, you need to look ahead. Planning your distributions from both a tax and a longevity perspective is critical. Work with a tax professional to figure out the best strategies for your unique situation, and consider using a tax-deferred vehicle like a gold IRA to help manage your tax obligations while protecting your savings. If you're ready to make sure your distributions are working in your favor and not against you, check out the first link in the description to get your free gold IRA guide. It's perfect for American retirees with 100K plus or even 5M plus in savings. Protect your wealth now and ensure you're making the smartest financial decisions for your retirement. By following these strategies, you'll not only avoid unnecessary taxes, but also set yourself up for a more secure and tax-efficient future.